you sitting here and, I know you chilling, sleep, but I think it's about time we blow this singing bells. Let's get mama and get the stuff together. Three, two, one. Let's jam. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Isabella kicks me in the ribs because I told her, let's jam. Welcome, everybody. It's your boy Scooter Ray, aka Spike Spiegel. And I'm going to do a car chronicles review that is not in the car because I'm at home. As you can see, if you watch any videos from Less Than Stealthy Ninjas or Tag, I'm at home. So this is a home chronicle review. Boom. Technically the second one. With the first one being our review of Army of the Dead. Y'all should go back and watch that and see how it progressed up until now. Good stuff. But hey, let's talk about it. Cowboy Bebop. Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. It's been divisive. I will say to say it's safe to say it's been divisive. You have some that hate it, some that love it. You have some that's in between. Where do I fall personally? You will find out in this review. Y'all gonna make it that easy? Let's go. All right. So basically, let's put it in perspective here. Cowboy Bebop is a classic anime. It came out in 98. It ran for one season, 26 episodes. It's regarded as one of the best animes of all time. My personal favorite anime of all time. It stars intergalactic bounty hunters Spike Spiegel, Jet Black. As the show progresses, we get Faye Valentine who joins the crew, and we get Radical Ed joins the crew as well, and of course Ein. But Ein was there technically early. But it's about their adventures as bounty hunting. Of course, there were more things that fell into play, but I will say this. If you have not watched the original Cowboy Bebop, do yourself a favor and do yourself some justice and go watch it. It's on Netflix. Let's go watch it. I mean, it's on Netflix. Hey, Mrs. Ladybug, how you doing out there? Yeah. But, Netflix decided they wanted to do a live action adaptation, which of course, off the rip, that was going to be a bad idea because for some reason, anime and live adaptations does not go together. It's very weird with anime adaptations, whether it's from Japan, whether it's American made, whomever does anime adaptations, especially into live action, is weird. So Netflix was like, "Hey yo, we gonna try our hands in it, fam, and see how it works out." I will say this: we're gonna get into the casting a little bit later, but the casting, there were some highs and lows with the casting, but we'll get there. The one glaring thing, regardless of what you want to say about the show, they gave them a budget. That's what I said. Yeah, they had a pretty nice little budget. It's not, I mean, from the bebop, the swordfish, all of the ships, the clothes, the outfits, the music, the cinematography of it all. They put some money into this show. It wasn't cheap. It didn't look like, oh, okay. It was some money that went into this. And like I said before, with this being my favorite anime of all time, yes, there were issues with the show. From those issues, I was able to not let it hinder me from watching. I wasn't gonna let the changes they made or some of the things they did change the way I feel or make me be like, you know what? They did this wrong. Cut the show off. Never watching this again. Trash. I wasn't going to be that type of purist. I'm not that type of purist. I will give things a chance. I will give things a shot. We're in the world of reboots and remakes, whether it's video games, whether it's music, whether it's TV, whether it's movies. We're in the age of remakes and reboots. I'm trying to blend the words together. So reboot makes, yeah. But so you gotta already come into things with a slightly open mind because how many times has the remake or reboot been better than the original? You could probably count it on a hand, maybe two, depending if you consume that much media. Shout out to Boss Carter. Uh, but yeah, I didn't let my purest mind of Cowboy Bebop overtake the show because I saw where the show was going. I saw where it was taken. But once again, we'll get that. You know what? I will akin it to this. In my personal opinion, what they did with the anime adaptation to this is similar to what Square recently did with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because if you take the original Final Fantasy VII, there were four discs. And what they did in the remake, you only spend roughly maybe an hour or two, maybe three, depending on your level of progression, trying to get out of Midgar. And the Final Fantasy VII remake was literally the whole Midgar thing. Just you see that? See that stretch right there? See that stretch? See that stretch? See that stretch? Yeah, that's what they did. They stretched it to make it what they made it. And this is how I feel they did with the show. There were some things they went into backstories with. There were some things that they kind of veered off because with the original anime, you're talking about 26 20-minute episodes compared to this being 10-hour-long episodes. So, you know what? Let's get into this cast right quick. All right. So you got John Cho, Spike Spiegel, Mustafa Shakir as Jet Black, Daniela Pineda as Faye Valentine, Alex Hassel as Vicious, and Elena Satine as Julia. Off the bat, when they showed the images of John Cho, it left the internet pretty split. I didn't mind it because I come from the school of don't insert one's foot in mouth. And I'm going to give y'all my reason why. Let's travel back years ago when The Dark Knight was being announced. And they were like, hey, we're going to have Heath Ledger play the Joker. Once again, past me were like, 10 things I hate about you, Heath Ledger? Like, that Heath Ledger is supposed to play the Joker? And once again, let's. Oh my God, Heath Ledger is the best thing ever to happen to Joker. Ever since then, I STF you. I'm going to try not to curse. I STF you. And if you don't know what that means, Google it. You can Google everything now. But yes, the moment I saw John Cho as Spike, the outfit, the hair, the look, the demeanor, I was like, you know what? It's there. When they showed Shakir as Jet Black, I was like, you know what? I'm here for it. When they showed Pineda as Faye Valentine, I was like, you know what? I'm glad they changed the outfit. If you don't know Faye's outfit, once again, Google it. Just Google it. It's simple. It's bam, right there. You'll see it. I'm glad they changed it. And I had no issues with the outfit. Now we're going to venture in some weird territory because Vicious. The look was okay. somewhat. The execution and demeanor, let's just say that. The execution and demeanor was different. But, and then, shouts out to the rest of the cast. Shouts out to the people who were there for specific episodes. So now that we got the cast out the way, let's go into some ups and downs. I personally feel there were more ups in this show to me than downs, but the issue is, as you can see, the downs were so there that it could derail the show. Like, for instance, ups for me, Spike and Jet. Oh my God. I feel honestly, you couldn't do no better. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be plenty of people. Oh, wait, you could have got this person to play Spike. Well, you could have got this person to play Jet. Matter of fact, why is Jet black? Play on words there. But why is Jet even black? He's not black in the anime. Shut up. Just shut up. Stop being so ugh. Shut up. Let things be sometimes. You telling me an intergalactic space bounty hunter can't be a different race? Like, tangents, I know. But yes, Jet and Spike, their chemistry, their demeanor. Actually, I might dare say Mustafa Jet is probably the one that steals the show. Like, he killed that shit as Jet Black. And I just cursed. But he killed that as Jet Black. Like, as the show progressed and he really starts to shine more, he killed it as Jet. And then I would say chose Spike would be second in my opinion. Like, considering I am a huge Spiegel fan, I think Jet kind of outshined Spike in this show. Now, some more ups. They did do, if you really kind of try to match it with the anime, which is kind of hard to do from the way they did the show. Technically, what happened in episode 5 was kind of what happened at the end. And they took other bits and pieces, like they did the Teddy Bomber, they did the Eco Terrorists, which I just forgot their names. They did the whole Mad Parole et Fou, which was like episode 19 or 20. So they took aspects of the show from the anime. Let me say it that way. They took aspects of the anime and kind of interweaved it in their own world too. Because, like I told you, this was an hour-long thing they had to do. And they expanded more, or like I said before, they did that stretch and made it their own at the same time. So from the way they did the Teddy Bomber and the way they did Mad Parole, the way they did the Eco Terrorist, and the way they did Asimov and Elena, I think that was her name. And I totally forgot the other guy who was the shapeshifter. But those were things that were incorporated in the anime, which was like in different, like I think Asimov was episode 1. The shapeshifter who originally stole Aang, I think he was like episode 2 or 3. Like I said, Mad Parole was like episode 20 in the anime. And I forgot, I think the terrorist was early in the anime. Teddy Bomber, I can't remember where he fell in the anime. So they took those episodes and made them what they were. All right, but let me get to it down. Now, I'm a sucker for a good villain. And Vicious, who boy. He had his chances. He had his opportunities. It swung and missed. And I can see how they wanted to portray Vicious, but Vicious in the anime was a lot more, he wasn't as emotional as this Vicious. This Vicious was a very emotional individual, which, once again, I understand they wanted to make it theirs. They wanted to switch him up a little bit. That's okay. It's just when you're used to seeing such this cold-hearted killer, and now he's whining and screaming and sucker for love and all of that. Once again, like I said, the downs can be major. That was a major down because the villain was gift wrapped to you, and you decide to kind of change him in some ways. Faye. Ultimately, Faye was more of a down than a up because I felt like they told her to just ham it in sometimes. Just just kind of it felt more over the top. Like, Faye was a thorn in their side, but helpful, but she was there. Her loyalty eventually became towards the bebop and things like that. Yeah, Faye had her own backstory, which they kind of did explore. Um, in this about her being woken up for cryo sleep and not knowing who she was. They explored it, but they explored it differently. They they did differently, and I don't know. That's a little divisive too. It was depending on how you feel, it may be a little divisive. Um, but yeah, Phase. It's like they told her to ham it in sometimes, and then it was kind of like it's a little cheese. But once again, it wasn't a complete turnoff. They did give Jet the whole backstory of him being a disgraced cop and wife and daughter, or ex-wife and daughter who he hadn't seen in so many years because something that happened to where he went to prison for 5 years for a crime he technically didn't commit. All that stuff. Like I said, they had to, they had to kind of add some things and kind of make it work. Um, Another up, the music. They definitely did not skimp on the jazz, like the how that's in Cowboy Bebop for real. They definitely didn't skip out. It's here, it's there, and it was great. I loved it. Another up, which is it's probably gonna be my personal thing. Cowboy Bebop has the greatest anime intro of all time. Argue with yourself. I don't care. Between the intro and the song, greatest opening intro of all time. Like I said, argue with yourself. They did a great job with the intro to make it live action. They kept the whole graphics of it all and splicing in them with clips of the show and everything. They did a damn good job with the intro. Um, One thing that made me pop was the ending songs. The whole time you're waiting for the real folk blues. For all my people out there that know, it didn't happen to episode 9, but when it did, I had to literally go back to Netflix and be like, no, I'm watching these credits. Netflix, you would dare not skip until I'm done listening to the real folk blues. Damn it. Another down. Um, this down would be for the purists out there. They did so much. What's the word I want to use? They added so much and did so much, like the whole Spike in his backstory. They did the backstory between him and Vicious being in the syndicate. At that time, he was known as Fearless. I will say this. You can play a drinking game between these 10 episodes of how much times they say the word fearless, or in this case, the name fearless. And boy, oh boy, when you start to get to the later half of the show, you would be, how they say it, 2 sheets to the wind. Or to just put it in perspective, drunk as blank. Boy, the name Fearless was thrown out so much, you would be gone. And that was an interesting thing they did. Like, I kind of like how they gave a little backstory between Spike and Vicious to show what happened and how things became the state that it was. But once again, it was needed for the simple fact of they had to stretch out the show because we're talking about hour-long episodes here. Episode 9 was a complete uh oh my god, the word just slipped. Episode 9 basically told the backstory. Then it kind of rolled into 10 and then it ends. You can definitely tell they wanted season 2. Because like I said, ending five, the show did not have 5 endings, by the way. Don't just ignore that. Basically, what they did was what happened in episode 5 with Spike going to save Faye from the Red Dragons and Vicious shot Spike out the window and everything. They did that in episode 10. Except Julia made the heel turn and she became the villain and did it. So they did that, and then incorporated, instead of it was Faye being kidnapped, it was Jet's daughter. And both Jet and Spike basically did the whole, we gotta say my daughter, stuff, all of that. It ended with that. Of course, if you watch the anime, Spike didn't die from that because, like I said, it was episode 5. And it basically was their way of saying we definitely want season 2. And season 2 will most likely be the last season because otherwise they would really have to just make up own storylines past that. So it definitely ended with them wanting to do season 2 because Spike and Jet had a falling out because Spike didn't let Jet know he was former Syndicate and the fact that his daughter got kidnapped, and most likely he'll probably never see his daughter again because after rescuing the daughter, the mom and mom's new husband, which was a former detective that he used to work with, they got the kid and everything. So now it's like, most likely Jet will have to do some serious, very serious, what's the word I'm looking for? Groveling and everything to try to get his kid back or see his kid again. I don't know. We shall see. But I personally feel at the end there was some ups. I feel like there were almost equal amount of ups and downs. In my opinion, I maybe give the slight edge to the ups because the performances of some of the characters was great. Like I said, the designs, the sets, the budget that was sent on this show, the music, some of the episodes, it was great. The downs, like I said, the downs can be so major that it could turn people away, especially if you're a purist of whatever. It can turn you away, especially if you're a purist of the anime. As much as I love the anime, I didn't want to go into it being a purist because otherwise you would have cut it off episode 1. Like, let's just be real. Episode 1, you would just cut it off. So, with that being said, I feel it's watchable and it could be enjoyable. If you've never seen the anime and you watch the show, you might view it completely different than somebody who has never seen than somebody who has seen Cowboy Bebop. You might go into it potentially absolutely loving this. Then it could be one of them things, once I saw the source material, now I might see the show differently. So that's another good thing they did. They did a pretty decent job with you not necessarily having to watch the anime. But of course, like anything, you want to watch the source before or even after. because after watching this, it's making me go back and watch the anime again for like the third or fourth time. But and then I might actually watch the Netflix version again to kind of compare it. And who knows, I might come back and update. I might come back and completely thrash it. At this point, we don't know. But once again, I think it's watchable slash enjoyable. If you can turn your mind off, if you can not be such a purist, you could potentially enjoy this show. I'm just saying. Just hashtag give it a chance. Yeah, just use hashtag. Deal with it. What you gonna do? Hashtag give it a chance. Watch the episodes. Judge it for yourself. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to the critics. Don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes or your favorite YouTuber. Hell, don't even listen to me. I'm just only giving you my points and how I thought of it. You ain't gotta listen to me. Yeah, I said it. Watch it for yourself. Because once again, you actually might enjoy it. You actually might like it. You actually might dig it. Bella, you agree? I mean, you was there with me when I was watching it. No, she's gonna be asleep. All right. Well, Bella says she's just gonna sleep. She's not gonna give an opinion. Not even nothing. Okay. Well, Bella gives it a. Oh wait. Oh, she up. Oh, hey. All right. So she gave me a stretch and a kick in the tail wag. So of course that means hey, watch the show because Bella just told you to in her own special way. I've been Scooter Ray, aka Scoot Spiegel. Watch it. Just watch it. Just give it a watch. 10 episodes. Half of y'all done binge like shows that were 30 something episodes a season and just watch it. It's 10 episodes, 40 something minutes each. Just watch it. Formulate your own opinion. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't let people deter you for something you might like. Just watch it. It's watchable. It's not completely terrible as I've been seeing some reviews. But of course, myself, Scoot Spiegel, of course, to the other ninjas out there, shouts out to Around Your Miss, Cosmic Boss, Neon Xerxes, and stay tuned for the next stream, review, or whatever we might give y'all. Who knows? We might just be bringing y'all random content for the rest of the 2021. All you gotta do is stay tuned. Follow us on Twitch, Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, YouTube, same name, IG, TikTok, all the same name. Podcast is on Google, Spotify, and Anchor. We everywhere. In the words of Lip Dizzle, my tag brethren, we Googleable. We're Googleable. Less than stealthy ninjas. One big long word. We're Googleable out here. And with that being said, adios and see you, Space Cowboys and girls.